Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the topic is the input impedance of short circuited and open circuited dissipation less line. Okay. From the subject the transmission lines and RF system and transmission lines and waveguides. So in the previous video we discussed the input impedance of dissipation less line. Okay. So the two formulas we derived for the input impedance. The input impedance is at in terms of ZR R0 one formula and input impedance in terms of reflection coefficient and R0 we derived. Okay. So now we are going to derive for open circuited transmission line and a short circuited transmission line what is the input impedance. Okay. So that is for two special cases we are going to derive the thing. Okay. So in order to derive the short circuited and open circuited input impedance, so first you should know the input impedance formula. So we know that the input impedance of the dissipation less transmission line already we derived in the previous video. Okay, so what is the input impedance? Okay, is that as equal to R0 ZR plus J R0 turn beta S by R0 plus J ZR turn beta S. Okay, so from this formula we are going to reduce it. So in order to derive this, first you should know this input impedance formula. Then next one. So first we are going to see about the input impedance of short circuited line. What is mean by short circuited line? If this is a transmission line means this is the sending end. In sending end we are applying some voltage. You just consider this is the receiving end. If this receiving end is shorted, okay, if the receiving end is shorted means this is said to be the short circuited transmission line. Okay. So in this short circuited transmission line, what is the input impedance measured? We are going to see. So in a short circuited line, what is the impedance measured at the short circuited line? If this is a short circuited condition means the impedance measured in the short circuited line, it becomes 0. So for a short circuited line, ZR equal to 0. So you simply substitute the ZR equal to 0 in this input impedance formula. Okay, so if you are substituting ZR equal to 0 in the above input impedance of our dissipation less line, so that input impedance it can be written as ZSC. Why means in short circuited condition. So ZSC equal to R0 into instead of this ZR we may put 0 plus J R0 turn beta S by R0 plus J into this term is 0. Okay, so here you see, so in this R0 cancel. So we will get the answer is J R0 turn beta S. Okay, so the short circuited input impedance is nothing but J R0 turn beta S. Okay, so from this formula we can say that the input impedance of short circuited line is purely reactive in nature. Since you see in this formula, this term consisting of J part. So J part means the short circuited impedance is purely reactive in nature. Okay. So here R0 is the characteristics impedance, beta is nothing but 2 pi by lambda. Okay. It's a attenuation phase constant. So this is the thing. Then next one, we are going to draw the graph for this short circuited impedance. Okay. So in order to draw the graph for short circuited impedance, first we are going to calculate the normalized value of reactance for the short circuited line. So what is normalized value means? This ZSC you just divide with this R0. So this ZSC it is a purely reactive in nature. That's why the impedance Z is can be written as X. Okay, X means reactance. Okay, this Z does not consist of real part, only imaginary part. So that's why the short circuited impedance is a purely reactive. That's why we can written as a XSC. Okay, so the normalized value of reactance for a short circuited line is the ZSC divided by R0 or XSC divided by R0. So what is the XSC divided by R0? J into turn beta S. Okay. So for a different value of this XSC divided by R0, we are going to calculate the value and we are going to draw the graph. Okay. So here you just take only the magnitude part. So if you are taking magnitude and here for various values of distance, we are going to calculate. So first we are considering the distance S is equal to 0. Okay. So the XSC divided by R0 equal to what is the XSC divided by R0? Turn beta S. So instead of beta, we may put 2 pi by lambda into what is the S value? It is 0. So turn 0. What is the answer for turn 0? 0. Okay, similarly, if the distance S is equal to lambda by 4, you just calculate that XAC divided by R naught. So turn 2 pi by lambda into the distance S is lambda by 4. So here lambda cancel, and this 2, this 4, if they are cancelling means we will get turn pi by 2. So the turn pi by 2 answer is infinity. Okay, similarly, if the distance S is equal to lambda by 2 means the answer we will get 0. If the distance S is equal to 3 lambda by 4 means we may get the answer is infinity. So if the distance S is equal to lambda, we may get the answer is 0. So alternatively, for the distance lambda by 4 difference, we will get 0, infinity, 0, infinity, 0, infinity. Okay. So now for this calculation, we are going to draw the graph. Okay. So you see the graph. So in that graph along x-axis, we are taking the distance S. Okay. So this is the distance 0, lambda by 4, lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 4 and lambda. Okay, along y-axis you take xs divided by r naught, that is xsc divided by r naught. So already you know at a distance s is equal to 0, what is the answer? 0. At a distance s is equal to lambda by 4, what is the answer? Infinity. So you see the distance s is equal to 0, the answer is 0. At a distance s is equal to lambda by 4, it reaches infinity. So that's why it's the exponentially growing. Okay. Then similarly at s is equal to lambda by 2, again it reaches 0. So that's why at s is equal to lambda by 2, it reaches 0. So that's why from infinity to 0 it will come. Okay. Similarly, at s is equal to 3 lambda by 4, again it reaches infinity. Okay. So you see the reactance curve. So from this reactance curve, we can say that the shape is repeated for after lambda by 2 period. Okay. So here you see up to this one cycle. Okay. So up to this is one cycle, up to 0 to lambda by 2, this is one cycle. It's increasing, again it reaches 0. After that, again and again, the same thing is repeating. Okay, so this is the variation of the short-circuited reactance with the distance S. Okay, so this is the thing. Then similarly, we are going to derive the input impedance of open circuited line. Okay, so first one for open circuited line means in the receiving end, the transmission line is open circuited means the ZR value equal to infinity. Okay, already you know the ZR value equal to infinity. So substituting this ZR value infinity in our input impedance of dissipation less line. So already you know the formula for input impedance of dissipation less line. So you see Z is equal to R naught ZR plus J this one divided by this. Okay, so in this formula, if you are substituting ZR directly as a infinity means we can get infinity divided by infinity indeterminate answer. So that's why from this equation you take ZR outside from numerator and denominator. Okay, so if you are rearranging this equation, so we may get ZR equal to, so you see Z is equal to R naught. If you are taking ZR outside from numerator denominator, after cancelling we will get 1 plus J R naught by ZR turned beta x by R naught by ZR plus turned beta x. Okay, so now you substitute ZR as infinity in our above formula. So if you are substituting the ZR R naught by infinity, this answer it will become 0. Similarly, this answer is also it becomes 0. So finally, we may get the open circuited impedance is equal to R naught. In numerator, only one is available. In denominator, J turn beta x is available. Okay, so R naught by J turn beta x. So 1 by J, it can be written as minus J R naught by turn beta x. So 1 by turn beta x, it can be written as cot beta x. Okay, so the open circuited impedance is equal to minus J R naught cot beta x. This is the open circuited input impedance. So from this equation also, we can say that the open circuited impedance also, it's a purely reactive in nature. So you see this equation consists of purely imaginary part. So that's why this is reactive in nature. Okay. So with respect to frequency, this reactance value, it will vary. Okay, so that's why we are going to draw the graph for the reactance of open circuited line versus a different distance. Okay, similar to the short circuited impedance. So the open circuited reactance value also we are going to draw the graph. So that's why first we have to calculate the normalized value of reactance XOC divided by R naught. So this R naught, if we are dividing this, the ZOC by R naught equal to minus J by tan beta x. Okay, so now for various values of distance, S equal to 0, S equal to lambda by 4, lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 4 and lambda, we are going to calculate. So if S is equal to 0 means, so ZOC divided by R naught equal to cot beta into S. Here S is 0. So beta is 2 pi by lambda. So what is the answer for cot 0? Infinity. At S is equal to lambda by 4, we may get the answer is 0. At S is equal to lambda by 2, again we may get infinity. 3 lambda by 4, 0. So here in previous short circuit line, initially 0, infinity, 0, infinity. Here infinity, 0, infinity, 0. Okay. So now you have to draw the graph. So you see the graph. So this is x divided by XOC divided by R naught versus the distance S. Okay. If the distance S is 0, it reaches infinity. And if the distance lambda by 4, it reaches 0. Then at a distance lambda by 2, again it reaches infinity and so on. Okay. So this is the reactance curve of this open circuited line with respect to distance. Okay. So you just compare these two graphs, okay, for short circuited line and open circuited line. In a short circuited line, if the distance x is 0, it is 0. If the distance lambda by 4, it reaches infinity. But here in an open circuited line, if the distance yes, it reaches minus infinity. The distance s is equal to lambda by 4, it reaches 0. So that's why if the value is a positive in one particular point means in this open circuit line it becomes negative. Okay, so that is the thing. So we can conclude this topic. So the input impedance of a line either open circuited or short circuited is purely reactive in nature. Okay, so you know the formula for ZSC and ZOC. Both formulas are purely imaginary part. The ZSC equal to J R naught tan beta x. ZOC equal to minus J R naught cot beta x. So both open circuited and short circuited input impedances are reactive in nature. Okay. And the next one, it is observed that the value of reactance is repeated after every S equal to lambda by 2 period. Okay, here also you see which one is a one cycle means this is one cycle. After lambda by 2, again and again the same shape reactance curve is repeating either in open circuited or short circuited. That is the second thing. Okay, the value of reactance is repeated after every S equal to lambda by 2 period. Then next one, for first quarter wavelength, the short circuited line acts as a inductance, while the open circuited line acts as a capacitance. So you see, this is the short circuited curve. So in the short circuited curve, you see in the first quarter wavelength, so what is the reactance? The reactance become positive. So if the reactance positive means what is the meaning? That nature is it behaves as a inductive. Okay. In next quarter wavelength, the reactance is negative. So it behaves as a capacitive. Okay. Similarly, so you see in open circuited line, in first quarter wavelength, what is the reactance? The reactance is negative. Negative means it behaves as a capacitive in nature. In the second quarter wavelength, the reactance is positive. It behaves as a inductive in nature. So just like opposite. Okay, so first quarter wavelength, short circuited line acts as a inductance. Open circuited line acts as a capacitance. Okay, so after each quarter wavelength, the nature of reactances reverses. Okay, so these are all the points you should remember from this input impedance of open circuited line and short circuited line. Okay, so if the short circuited transmission line is having the length less than lambda by 4 means it behaves as an inductor. If the short circuited line is having length above lambda by 4 less than lambda by 2 means it behaves as a capacitor. A short circuited line, if the length S is equal to lambda by 2 means it behaves as a resistor, since the reactance value it reaches the 0. Okay. Similarly, in a open circuited line, if the distance is less than, the transmission line is having the distance less than lambda by 4 means it behaves as a capacitor. If the distance lambda by 4 to lambda by 2 means it behaves as an inductor. At distance S is equal to lambda by 2, it behaves as a resonant parallel LC circuit. Okay, the nature is resistive in nature. Okay, so these are all the points you should recall from this input impedance of short circuited line and open circuited line. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel for more videos. And if you want to learn all videos for this subject, I will give link in the description box for the remaining videos or in my channel. So there is a separate playlist is created for the transmission lines and RF system lecture videos as well as the MCQ videos separately. Okay, so if you want to learn, you just learn. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video.